July 21st to the 24th at the Richland Center, Wisconsin Fairgrounds, experience Twisted Metal Demo Derby, a truck and tractor pull, a carnival, and the raw power of the mechanical mischief monster truck, and more. Visit hybridredneck.com.
All right, everybody, I got Zach Howell on the phone with me tonight, and he's one of the, you hear me talk about how much I love the Light Pro class, and his tractor was the tractor that I fell in love with. We talk about the Light Pro class, and it's that beautiful blue one from Indiana. We met at Gordyville a couple years ago, and just kind of our friendship has grown over the years. We parked next to each other in Decatur last summer at the farm show, and we've been having a lot of fun with everything. I love the Light Pro stock class, and been wanting to get Zach do a short little podcast. So I got Zach Howell on the phone with me right now, and it's Greentown, Indiana. Zach, is that accurate?
That is correct, sir.
Awesome. And you're calling it the Evolution Pulling Team, is that correct?
Yeah, we kind of took that on. My dad pulled Grand National back in the 80s and early 90s with a four-charger diesel super that later became the young blood out of Missouri, and so we kind of just went with the Evolution thing, and that's kind of stuck.
Yeah. It's one of the prettiest New Hollands. What sheet metal is on that tractor, Zach?
It's got T8020 sheet metal on it. Tim England built it turnkey for us, our frame and metalwork. He done everything, and Max Simpson kind of brains behind the motorwork. So,
hey Zach, are you on a headset right now, or are you talking straight into your phone?
I'm in the phone.
Are you talking? Can you talk? I want to make sure everybody can understand you good. So,
yep.
Sound a little blurry there. So, what's been going on in your pulling world? I mean, for us, pulling season's just starting to get going, fair season and stuff like that. How many times have you had the tractor out?
I think we've been out 6 or 7 times this year now. Been running pretty good. We made some changes over the winter. The Hart boys out of Missouri helped me quite a bit with some fuel and air over the winter, and we've had 2 or 3 wins and some seconds, and it's been running really good this summer.
So is that Region 2 that you're running with NTPA, or is it, what are you running with for points right now?
Actually, we're running Indiana Pulling League. It's a light limited pro mix at 9,000 pounds. We run Winter State. The first region hook we're going to make this year will be actually our hometown hook here in Greentown, Monday night. And we're going to run the Lucas Oil stuff. I think they've got 5 or 6 hooks for us here on the Midwest region, starting next week or 2 weeks in Tollboro, Kentucky.
Yeah. Hey, your volume sounds really good. Keep it right where you're doing right now. So, are you chasing a certain series, or are you just going to be kind of bouncing around, or kind of what are your goals for 2016?
We're going to run the full Indiana Pulling League circuit like we did last year. We won the points title with them last year. And then we're going to run the 5 or 6 Lucas points event and try to do those as long as everything stays in one piece.
So what everybody knows I'm talking about is the 540 Light Pros. That's I talk about your class a lot, Zach. It's 540 cubic inches, any turbocharger on them. Tractors are making, mid to low 2,000 horsepower range, I've heard.
That's kind of what everybody's thinking right now, yeah.
8,500 pounds, is that the weight that you run when you run Light Pro? Because that's what we're doing up here in Badger State. I didn't know what you guys were doing.
When we run strictly Light Pro, we're 8,500, and then Indiana Pulling League, we mix like your guys' 4-1, and our Light Pro, we mix at 9,000 pounds.
Okay, yeah. And we're letting, this year, with it being a new class at Badger State, we're letting, if the Light Pros don't have a hook, because I think they got 6 or 7 pulls this year with Badger State, promoters kind of want to see it come on for a year, Zach. They decided to, we're letting the guys come run with them, and if we don't have a hook, we can go run with them as well. We have to go down to 8,500, but they have to come, they can weigh up to 9,500 when they come pull with us. So that's been a lot of fun getting that going. And then, I got my pull coming up here in a couple weeks, and I'm hoping to get a bunch of the WTPA guys to come down and pull. And I know they live in northern Wisconsin, but they don't have a hook that day, so I offered to pay everybody's $75 day fee, hopefully to, I budgeted $750, hopefully get 10 more or so. And I just really love the class. I love the light. I love the 8,500 pounds. I love the horsepower, and I love the ride. In the RPMs, they just scream on it. And that's when I fell in love with your tractor, watching it. I just couldn't believe how the RPMs climbed like they do, Zach, compared to like the 4.1s. So it's a lot of fun.
We definitely do turn the RPMs, and we'd love to come up there and play with you guys in a couple of weeks. But that's the start of our Lucas PPL season down here, so we're not going to be able to get up there, but we definitely want to sometime this year. We run pretty well all the time with Caleb Ogle out of Illinois. He runs side by side with us about all summer, and him and I talked how much we want to get up there to Badger State and pull with you guys.
Well, it's tough to get out. I mean, pulling. It's not our full time jobs. None of us. We're doing it as a hobby, and you got to work and you got to run the business back home, and it's still a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'd like to get out and get going more and different things like that. So, how many light pros are in your area? Like, how many are you seeing?
Oh, I think Clint Tucker and I counted up on the phone one night between Indiana, Illinois, and Ohio, somewhere in the upper 30s, lower 40s between the three states. There's some coming out of Kentucky now, and there's a few out of Michigan. So it's really growing.
And I think it's really going to catch on here in Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota these next couple of years as well. I know Clint's really hoping for that for the Western Series. It gives him another class to put on the docket as well.
Yeah.
So
he's been wanting me to come out there and run some Western Series with him if he gets it going. So.
Yep. No, they do a nice job. I got to go down and announce down in Mountain City a couple weeks ago, and got to see the Champions Tour and Western Series. And then tomorrow night, as long as Mother Nature isn't being mean like she was tonight, they canceled Independence. That was going to be a Silver Series poll, or Western Series, excuse me, for the 401 class. We're going to poll tomorrow night down in Freeport. It's Badger State and Silver Series tomorrow night in Freeport, Illinois. So,
yeah, we actually could go to Arcola, Indiana this weekend and run to a 2-day Region 2 event, but with my poll coming up Monday and things going on at work, I just can't make it to get up there. But we generally go to Arcola, which is a big 2-day event. There'll probably be 20 light pros up there. I'd say 18 to 20, and like I said, we'd like to go, but it's not going to work out this week with my event coming up Monday and get stuff ready for it.
Well, before we wrap up, then let's talk about your event on Monday. So it's in Greentown, Indiana.
In Greentown, Indiana, we're 50 miles due north of Indianapolis, little one-stoplight town. We have a 3-class region show, super stock diesel 4-wheel drives, which I know you love that class too.
Yep.
We're only about, Van Hazley and them are only about 15 minutes from here, where they're located. 2-wheel drives will be there, and Light Pro, and then we're also having IPL Hot Farm, Indiana Pulling League Hot Farm, and a Pro Stock Diesel Truck class. And then Tuesday night, July the second night, we got another hook there, which will have IPL Hot Farm, single engine modified, Pro Stock semis, and a Pro Stock Diesel Truck class also. So we're having 2 nights here at Howard County Fair this year.
I'm really, really liking the sound of those Pro Stock diesel trucks this year with that 3.6 turbo. Man, I heard them for the first time in Sauk City, probably June 10th or 11th, and man, I was very, very impressed with them. I think that's going to be an awesome class. I
rode out to Rudy's spring event with Chad Mayhill this year, and there was a couple 3.6 trucks out there, and that's the first I heard of them. They really put on a good show now. They've let them go to bar tires and open them up. They put on a good show. Yeah,
what I'm hoping is, like with Badger State, like some of the, not everybody wants the, the drop box and the reverser and all that stuff in there in the profab. I think, I don't know if they can go back to that 2.6 class or whatever, but I'd really like to see one really, really, really strong Pro Stock diesel truck class and have that be have your either your Super Stock diesel or your Pro Stock, and those be the two, your national level, high region level, higher state level classes. You know what I mean? You can still have a 2.5 in certain parts and a 2.6 and different things like that, but I really think there's a lot of potential there to do something like that. So
yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
And then one other thing I want to talk about. So good luck at Greentown. We'll catch you back on. Well, I think I want to get you on every couple weeks. We'll do a quick podcast. But one thing I want to keep when I talk to pullers is the draw. I hate how if you get a bad draw, you're screwed, and that's nobody's fault. But when I think there's a class of like 15 or more, I really want to start looking at this. Jay Steiger, I interviewed him earlier this year, and he did that Missouri Invitational about breaking this up a little bit. I interviewed Esden Lane, and back in the day, the pull-offs were no big deal. They didn't have near the the money and the stuff and the equipment. But now you don't want to go hook your tractor hot, Zach. You know what I mean? That's why you don't see people turning down like Brinkmeyer's last night. Were in Jefferson, Wisconsin. And there was only 7 Pro Stocks in the class, and that's a good Pro Stock class for a state level, and they're all good ones. I mean, Robbie Lemke was there with New Generation Plus, but Brinkmeyer first class of the night, first hook of the night. And those Pro Stocks, they just murder a track anyway. And they piled up, dirt 4 feet up behind the sled. And, he obviously would normally have turned that down, but he can't because he can't come back and run that fast. So that's something I want to, when we get some of these bigger classes, like, 15, 20, 25, with these series sweeps, and that's what you want, I'd like to see us take a good look at, breaking it into 2 different chunks. Okay, you first 8 pull against each other, and you second 8 pull against each other. We're going to take the top 4 out of you, and at the end of the night we're going to come back and we're going to have a finals or like a pull off then. And I think that'd be more entertaining for the fans, Zach. I don't know as a puller yet. My motor can only handle 25 runs a year before we got to go back into it.
Yeah.
But I think there's something to it. I don't. As a promoter, you wouldn't have to have as many classes. I mean, you could come in with 3 classes. Yeah, I'm going to want you to pay us a little bit more, because you want all the pullers maybe get something for qualifying. But I don't know. There's something. I don't know what it is yet, Zach. But it's really just there's something there. I think maybe I'm just.
Take full recovery, for example. The past 2 years, we've had 24 and 26 light pros. And we start when the sun's up, and we finish when the sun's down. The track changes 3 times during the 24 tractors. And, if you take something like your idea and the promoter paid us a little more to make that second hook for the top, that to me, that makes sense. Because you get these big classes, and the track changes so much.
Yeah, and it's nobody's fault. I mean, it's Mother Nature just does that. No track builder can prevent that because there's moisture locked down in the earth. Sun goes down, it comes up, and you can still run all 24 together, Zach. You're just going to say, okay, we got 24 tonight, we're going to do 3 heats of 8, and then we're going to take the top 3 out of each heat, and you guys are going to make the finals. And if somebody chooses not to come back for the finals or they can't, well, then the 4th place tractor steps in. I just think for the fans, it kind of gives it that qualifying thing. I think it'd be kind of cool. So, not sure what happened to my sound here, but I'm not sure. Is that you or me?
It's me.
Okay, we're playing around. Sorry about that, Zach. So.
But yeah, I agree. There's got to be something done when you get these bigger classes because the draw definitely can play in your favor or screw you.
Oh no! I'm not whining about it. We all spend a lot of money on these machines, and we all have good stuff. Everybody you line up against has good stuff anymore. It's not the old days where you could out horsepower a guy, and you can call it luck of the draw or whatever, and it's nobody's fault. We're putting a lot of time and effort in these tractors. And a perfect situation, Mountain City, Missouri, and I don't want to take you much longer, but down there a couple weeks ago, Friday night, awesome track. Jason Hill from Platte City built the best track I've ever seen at Mountain City, and everything was great, and we're trying to figure out what to do. And Mike Bausma lays one out there, 333 feet. You're never going to turn down a 333-foot pass. And hour and a half later, when we finished the class, 365 won it. You know what I mean? So.
Right, yeah. And, I don't know about you, but I'd rather make a fast 330-foot pass than I would a hard, slow 300-foot run.
Correct. Yep. I'm with you 100%.
I think it's easier on equipment.
So, hey, recap Greentown, Indiana one more time before I let you go, and then we get some fans out there for you Monday and Tuesday next week.
This Monday night.
Is that July?
Region show, July 10th.
July 10th, okay.
3-class region show, Super Stock Diesel 4-wheel drives, light pro stock, and Supermod 2-wheelers, IPL Hot Farm, which follows the same rule as the PPL Hot Farm do in southern Indiana, and a pro stock diesel truck class. Tuesday night, the 11th, we go IPL Hot Farm, IPL single engine mod, pro stock semis, pro stock diesel trucks.
Awesome. Hey, Zach, thanks for taking time, and good luck pulling at your hometown pull, and we'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Sounds good, Jason. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach.